South Dakota Republicans are also weighing in on the news of President Biden bowing out of the 2024 presidential race. Governor Kristi Noem took to social media to share her thoughts. Noem wrote, "This is the right decision for our nation. Whoever replaces Biden will support the same radical agenda of open borders, unchecked illegal immigration, and woke values that do not appreciate what America stands for." The Democrats' nominee must answer for runaway inflation, the dismantling of the American dream, rampant violent crime, and a disastrous and weak foreign policy. Noem then went on to reiterate her support for former President Donald Trump, saying Republicans are unified and will work tirelessly to ensure he wins in November.